Welcome to your final helpful tips video for exam number 5. This exam focuses heavily on Chapter 9, the chapter on joint ventures, international joint ventures. In order to complete this assignment, first read the chapter on international joint ventures. Then read the mini case included in your assignment on the Beijing Lufthansa Center. This is a real joint venture that was established between Lufthansa and the city of Beijing. You have 4 questions in this exam. Please note that the first 2 are worth 20 points each, and questions 3 and 4 are worth 30 points each. Questions 1 and 2 are more about reading comprehension, whereas questions 3 and 4 ask you to apply course material to this mini case. In the first question, think about why each of the partners wanted to be part of the Beijing Lufthansa International joint venture. What was each partner's motivation to form this international venture rather than trying to execute the project independently? Why did the city of Beijing partner with Lufthansa? What was the motivation for the city of Beijing to engage in this project with a partner? Same question for Lufthansa. What was the motivation for Lufthansa to partner with the city of Beijing to engage in the construction of this large project? We tend to think about Lufthansa as a German airline, which it is, but it's also a project management company, as is clear from this case. In the second question, again, mostly reading comprehension, identify the conflicts that the partners are facing. Remember, international joint ventures are owned by at least two parent companies. In this case, we have 2 parent companies, the City of Beijing and Lufthansa Ltd. What were some of the conflicts that these partners were facing? List the conflicts and explain their nature. In question 3, you're going to explain some of the conflicts that you identified in question 2. In question 3, you need to find the root causes for these conflicts. Base your discussion on the course material from Chapter 9. Chapter 9 discusses some of the challenges in international joint ventures. Try to see if the discussion in the chapter applies or describes what's happening here in the Lufthansa Beijing Center joint venture. And so here you're trying to explain why the partners are facing conflicts. Now in question 4, you're putting yourself in the shoes of a consultant, someone who's an expert on international joint ventures. What advice would you give the 2 partners, the 2 parent organizations, as a possible way to overcome their differences? Your chapter talks about some best practices in international joint ventures. Could some of these best practices help the partners in this case resolve or overcome their conflicts? Okay? So in questions 3 and 4, please make sure to use the relevant terminology from your chapters, or the chapter, Chapter 9. Please let me know if you have any questions.